Good evening, Nevada. Happy Monday. We just went through a very eventful council meeting, so I will give a brief update of some of the highlights of that meeting. So first we had the state auditor's office come in and give us a report of our state audit we recently went through. So there's copies of it if anyone would like to peruse that for some light reading. But basically the message that we were given from the auditor's office was that it was the best opinion that they can give on the city's financial shape as far as all the checks and balances and whatnot that are in place for financial health. So that's obviously great news and what we like to hear. There was also my very first proclamation that I have given since becoming mayor, and so it was for National Service Appreciation Day, and so that will be April 3rd. It's called National Service Recognition Day, which is a national event which recognizes folks part of national volunteer programs, including in this area RSVP, the Foster Grandparent Program, AmeriCorps, and Senior Corps. So I would like to officially thank them for all of their hard work making our community better. And the last line of this says, "Therefore be it resolved that I, Brett Barker, Mayor of Nevada, Iowa, do hereby proclaim April 3rd, 2018 as National Service Recognition Day and encourage residents to recognize the positive impact of national service in our community, to thank those who serve, and to find ways to give back to their community." So that's a good summary of this document here, also posted, so that you can read that if you would like. So that was good because we had a lot of volunteers here that came to the meeting tonight, so we got to thank them all in person for their hard work. We also approved the planning agreement with our engineering services to begin the planning process for the 2020 Central Business District Improvement Project. So I know some of you already are aware that that's planned to go on, but basically it'll be storefront to storefront from on 6th Street from I Avenue to N Avenue, and then on J, K, and Lincoln Highway between 5th and 7th, so the block on each side of that. And it will include storefront to storefront infrastructure under the street, streetscape, the whole works, so it'll be quite a major ordeal. Obviously, as someone invested in our downtown with my employment and whatnot, it's something that from the city perspective, we definitely want to minimize the hardship as much as we can, and hopefully at the end have a project that is something that the community can be proud of for a very long time. So because of that, the planning is beginning now. We approved that agreement. This summer there will be public meetings to talk about public input, basically some initial planning. The plan is by the end of the year to have a preliminary concept, then there will be more public input on what that looks like. And then once it is final, there would be a final, with all the details. Here's the timeline, here's what's going to happen. So we'll have a lot of discussion, including one-on-one discussions with business owners downtown. So that'll be beginning now, and then we'll have a couple years to work on that preparation, and we'll need it because, again, it's a very big project. Another exciting piece of the agenda was the official agreement with the school district for the baseball field. The school district also had that on their agenda this evening to move forward with the baseball field there, which has been part of that Vision 2020 capstone project, so that's one of the elements of that. And then one of the last things we did was a workshop about fireworks. So obviously last year was the first year the state had legalized it. There was a lot of feedback. We did a public survey that had I believe close to 1,000 responses, had a lot of written emails, a lot of verbal contact. So we had a meeting out at Gates Hall, got some feedback there. So there's been quite the process to gather feedback on changes the public would like. So watch for that. At upcoming meetings there will be 3 readings for any ordinance changes. So I would encourage anyone that's interested in the fireworks issue to please attend those meetings, make your voices heard, so that we can have as much open process as we can on that. A couple other last things. One thing I wanted to point out was the Cityscape magazine for the Iowa League of Cities has Nevada on the front, which is the second time we've been on the cover recently. So this time is about the high pressure fire attack, which is something Nevada's been leading the state in. You'll see more about that. But City Administrator Martison and our Director of Fire EMS, Ray Reynolds, wrote an article that's in here. I will try to post the link of that as well. They'll also be presenting at the League of Cities conference this summer to let other communities know about that. So it's a way to more quickly, easily fight fires. So uses a lot less water, can be quicker attack. The equipment costs less, requires less people to operate. So it's definitely something that you will be seeing more about. So with that, I hope you have a good week, and hopefully spring is right here around the corner. Thanks very much.